boys and girls, SlowCat back again. So you guys are probably wondering, where the hell is my trip to Shetland video? And let me say it like this: I hope for God's sake that my camera actually records something this time, or not record something, but record audio. It did not record any usable audio last time. And why are you going so slow? But yes, my camera did not record audio, unfortunately, and for some reason I actually found out something very bad about the restriction law we have here in Denmark. We need to do something about it, and I really do mean we need to do something about it. Because of the long trip I took, well, let's just say my bike did not like that. Because I was driving like 5 hours with maximum rev, she got overheated. And that is a very bad thing. An overheated engine on a little single cylinder motorcycle. She was smiling. It's not good. Definitely not good. So for this tour, I turned off the restriction. I know this is illegal, I do know that, but I really don't feel sure or safe with the restriction on it. I don't want to overheat my engine because it's going up with too many revs in slow speed. So I'm gonna take this to a test for myself, to drive with no limitation and see how that goes. It's not something I'm proud of, and it's not something I'll be driving all the time. Mainly I'll try to drive responsibly and legal. But for today, it's been a very hot day and my bike's been standing in the sun. I've took down the restriction so I don't overheat her, and for that sake, I'll do it for today only. He was looking at me like, what the actual f is that thing you're on? He did not look happy about me. And to be honest, I've been driving the Motrack with limitation on it for such a long time, and she did not feel alive at all. Oh, that is a nice car, dude. That's a very nice car. But after I've took off the restriction, she actually feels so much more alive, and this really makes me want my motorcycle license really bad. I really want it now. I mean, I'm able to drive okay speed in the city area and close areas. And I know I'm gonna go out to the open road now because I want to get a good photo of that sunset. But at least I'm able to go like 40 kilometers per hour, and that's one thing I really want to take to the test. What is the max speed of the Motrack in this condition with the limitations? I know it's not only the CDI that's the only restriction on this. I know it has the I don't know what it's called. I think it's called sprocket wheel, front something, whatever. I'll put the text right here. Yeah, you guys know there's a lot of limitations or restrictions on the bikes in Denmark, because they are only allowed to drive like 30 kilometers per hour if you have a 50cc with the 30 limitation. But I think it have a limiter or restrictor or whatever it's called in the exhaust. And I know there is a modification you can do on this, like you can do on the 100 gram, is the what is it called? Airbox mod, where you just take out a little tube inside the airbox. You guys can Google it or YouTube it, 100 gram airbox mod. I'm not going 58. I'm not going 60. What the hell? I was going like 35, and it thought I was going 65. So let's put it to the test. Going downhill in a moment. I think we can get her up at 50, maybe. Yep, we're at 50 kilometers per hour at max range downhill. Oh, that was exciting though. Well, I don't think the engine feel great about it. But to be honest, this bike really feels alive now with just the CDI removed. Or with the no limited CDI. And some people will probably ask me what CDI I'm using. It's just a adjustable CDI. If you guys want a link to it, send me a PM, private message, since it is a legal thing to do here in Denmark. To be honest, I really do think the 30 at 45 rule is garbage in Denmark. We are, after all, the only country in the world to have that rule. If you go to like Sweden or Norway or Germany, Belgium, I think it is, you're allowed to drive your little 50cc, and it's at like at least 45 kilometers per hour. I remember a guy I followed on YouTube. He was driving a little 50cc moped too, with gearing up and now he have a very beautiful Yamaha R125. I can't remember the correct name, but it have garage in it. If I can find him, I'll leave a link in the description. Oh yeah, about the restriction law. As I said, we are the only country in the world that has it. And when you're only allowed to drive like 30 kilometers per hour on the cyclist path, or the cyclist road, or whatever we are going to call it, you are pretty much guaranteed to be overtaken by cyclists. A lot of people are raging so much about it, and I can understand that. I do understand that. And it's really annoying that cyclists, if they have a helping motor, like an electric engine that helps them, they can go like 50 or 60, and that's not even if they're in shape. It's just because of that little helping motor. engine or something, whatever. And I know that it's really bothering like everybody that's driving on a 30. And I cannot understand why Denmark have to have that rule when every other country in Europe, like if you take to Germany, England, Sweden and Norway, you are allowed to go like 45 on your 50cc motorcycle or moped, and you're still supposed to be on the cyclist road, if possible. Otherwise, you have to be on the road, of course. Yeah! What the hell is this? There's a lot of glass here. Oh my god! Did a car just burn here? Okay, Yuki, I believe in you. What the actual? Oh, can't use that word. Damn it. Let's investigate here. So we got a big chunk of metal, some screws, a spring, more metal, a lot of metal, some glass, a lot of glass, more glass. What the actual F happened here? That looks a lot like a cooling piece to a car. Oh my god, it's just a big chunk of melted metal. What do we have here? It's actually the restriction plate. It's the number plate. Look at this, guys. What the hell happened here? What is this? Somebody just burned a car? Like, did they do something criminal here? Did burn the car to get rid of it? What happened here? This is kind of sketchy though. There's no car. They removed it. I guess it was the police that removed it, of course. But then, what? I see the battery is low, very low on my my camera, so I'll have to make this fast before it turns off. So I hope you guys enjoyed this short little video. Please like the video, comment down below if you have anything, and subscribe if you haven't. This is SlowCat signing out. Peace!
Like a Hellcat.